What do you do if you get acid reflux? There are certain things that you can do that are just home remedies. If you're feeling that burning sensation that can go up in from your stomach, up into your chest, it can feel like heartburn and so on. It can go into your neck, it can go into your back. Those are really uncomfortable and scary sometimes. Sometimes people go to the hospital thinking they're having a heart attack. And sometimes they're having a heart attack. Most of the time they're not having a heart attack. Most of the time it's acid reflux. And so I'm just going to give you a couple of tips about what to do. One is if you're feeling the effects of acid coming up into your esophagus, which is what acid reflux is, and sometimes it can cause a cough, especially a cough at night, that kind of thing. Two of the things that I like to suggest, and they're not for everybody, you kind of have to try one and try the other and see if they work. Sometimes people like peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is very soothing to the stomach. Sometimes it doesn't work for some people, but it's worth a try. The other thing is ginger. Some people like to chew on a piece of ginger or suck on a piece of fresh ginger. That sometimes settles the stomach. Or there are ginger candies. Of course, I don't love the idea of the sugar, but if that's what you have around, it might help also. Some of the things that cause acid reflux pretty commonly are wine and lying down directly after you eat. So if you drink a lot of wine, or if you have wine or even chocolate, those kinds of things before you go to bed, then you may end up having more acid reflux. And when I say those kinds of things, I really mean sort of heavier things, acidic things. If you have those right before you go to bed and then lie down, you're really going to have trouble. So be sure to leave enough time between when you eat and when you lie down. In order to prevent acid reflux, one of the things I like to teach my patients is about food combining. Different foods have different amounts of time that they take to digest. So if something takes 20 minutes to digest, for instance, fruits, most fruits, and something else that you eat, let's say you had a steak, takes much longer to digest, there's going to be some confusion in the stomach, and some of that isn't going to get digested as well as others, and you want your food to digest so that you don't end up with acid reflux or other problems. So the benefit to not eating those things together is that your digestion works better. So the advice I'm going to give you is when you have fruit, have it by itself. And in fact, it can go even further than that. The advice is to eat melon, if you eat melon, all by itself. Other fruits can be eaten together. Eat your fruit separately from other foods, about 15 minutes or so before you eat anything else, maybe 20, because that's about how long it takes for that to digest to get through your stomach into your small intestine. Then your stomach is ready for more food. Vegetables can be eaten with meat, and vegetables can be eaten with carbohydrates, for instance, pasta. Protein can be eaten with fat. So a spaghetti dinner that has a tomato sauce is a good idea. A steak with butter, if you can believe it, is a good idea. So of course you want to be careful of your fats, and there are other factors in there, and some of these foods actually cause acid reflux because they're being eaten with other foods. So my advice is to try your favorite foods all by themselves, little bits of them. Please do chew really well, because that's a very, very important part of the digestive process. We don't think of digestion as beginning in the mouth, but it really does. It begins in the mouth. The saliva is very important for digestion. And as your food is chewed, it's starting the digestive process. If you swallow too fast, then you're going to be more likely to have acid reflux. So please be sure to chew your food very well. And do try to eat your food separately from one another and see what your experience is. If you have any comments or questions, please do comment below this video. And if you'd like to have a conversation with me, I'm open to having that on a phone call, so please do give me a call at the office.